Hi, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to play the just released yesterday expansion for um, American Truck Simulator, the New Mexico expansion. So let's. Oh, I thought that was a independent black woman who don't need no man. Alright, so let's go with that guy. Looks good. Design. Oh god. And I really wish there were better ones of these. Um, um, yeah, it's that, isn't it? Alright. Let's see. Let's go ahead and use this. Because I prefer the real companies. Let's do this. So, starting in Roswell, Las Cruces, Albuquerque, and Santa Fe. No, I do not want to go through this tutorial again. Let's see how many others there are. Discover a shortcut through the forest, drive to by the Republican. Okay, alright. Alright, so where am I going to make my first delivery to? Oh, wait. I fucked that up. Gameplay. There it is. Keyboard only. That would explain why it wasn't. This may be the dumbest delivery ever. Of all time. I hate these really long trailers so much. This will probably triple my XP for the delivery, for fuck's sake. Wow, that was so difficult. Measured in fucking yards. Oh my god. Wow. Jesus Christ. Mods, please. Devs, please. Let's see. Just gonna do it by price per distance until I can get a truck. Oh, God damn it. Huh, did they change the arrows or does it just look different? I think they changed the arrows to chevrons. Which I would be okay with. The arrows took up way too much. They were a little cluttery, especially if you got a lot of them together. So... Yep, I'm just gonna go this way. Let's see, can I set up a cab? No. Oh, I can. Awesome. Just mirrors. Yeah. Oh, got an email. There's not a dealership in... Why could I freaking buy? Yeah, I guess I want that. Yeah, 'cause I want that. 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 'Cause Let's do fatigue. Jenkins, yes. Let's see. Keep progress. No. Ooh, time zones is a new feature. Quick settings. Yeah, I can't do force feedback. Let's see. God, I can't remember. I'm gonna want to connect to World of Trucks. Is this an 18 or a 13 gear? I don't know. I also have to remember how to get that. I was trying to figure out how to get that fucking right mirror, or the left mirror up there, just like the right one is. Cause I'd rather have that than my fucking mirrors over there. I will probably try again between missions. I'm pretty sure it's a checkbox, not a not like a vehicle specific thing, so. Alright. Let's head for the hills, or wherever we're going. I think my least favorite part of this expansion is my job. I work work with people in western states, and I worked all 3 states that were in ETS until New Mexico. We don't work New Mexico out of our office, so that's a little disappointing. I'm no longer gonna be slowed down fast. So no longer running where things are in relation to another, but it's really weird. We don't see like anything outside of the Phoenix area in Arizona, despite the fact we see some stuff in Tucson, but we don't see stuff like in the other parts of the state too often. Like we do Nevada and California, I see freaking everything. So, but you know, I was hoping it would. Was thinking maybe it'll help me with my job, but it doesn't really, because traffic's not realistic. Because you can get across the Bay Bridge immediately, and I've actually driven across that. You do not get across the Bay Bridge that quickly. And like LA is not a fucking nightmare. So okay, I'm not gonna be thrilled if they make it so the chevrons are there like all the time like that. Cause that's gonna get annoying. I was gonna do this last night, but I was out with some coworkers. We have a friend who's a coworker who's moving out to taking a promotion within the company, moving out to Utah. So went out and had a celebratory drink or 7. You know, like you do. And yeah, by the time I got home, it was pretty apparent that I was not going to be in a position to play. I was decently hungover, still hungover this morning when I went into work, so that's a really crappy rest area. I need to check out notes, see what all they changed, or if they'll tell us. If they tell us like everything they changed, because I know they changed the arrows to chevrons. I'm waiting for them to make it so you don't have to take an 8 or 10 hour break, because like I think it would change the dynamic of the game a lot if you didn't have to break like that long, because you'd say, oh, I want to not take a full break now, I want to take a full break after I finish this delivery, but I've got to like take a break now for like 3 hours to get rid of enough fatigue, or start selling energy drinks. That'd be interesting. So I'm really interested to see what state they do like after New Mexico, because I understand why they've done the 3 states they've done. California's huge and kind of varied at pretty varied in various parts, so you can get a lot of mileage out of that. It's got a lot of cities. Nevada, pretty mountainous, pretty spread out, so that works. Arizona, kind of connected to them, desert-like. Get some really cool stuff to go there. The question is, where do they go from here? Because like you kind of want to go. You don't want to go to Texas right away, because Texas is absolutely huge. It would be bigger than California, because it's the second biggest state outside Alaska. It's the biggest on the continental United States. But that kind of makes sense. I think Utah kind of makes sense, except Utah is really clustered in the Salt Lake area, and outside the Salt Lake area and its suburbs and the Provo area, there's kind of not much. So I don't know if they'd want to do that. I don't know if they'd want to do Oregon or Washington, Oregon and Washington at all, because it's pretty much rain, clouds, and trees. There's some mountainous areas in Washington, but you're pretty much looking at rain, clouds, and trees. I don't know if they'll do Idaho, because Idaho, like, as much as I talk about, like, Utah being really contained, you have the Boise area and the Coeur d'Alene area in Idaho, and it's pretty. Even those areas aren't that big. Like, you could justify like making them into a hub. You could justify at least making Boise into like a big hub area, like a decent sized city, but maybe even Coeur d'Alene. But I don't know what you do outside of that. I mean, it's kind of like Arizona, where you have like the Grand Canyon Valley, or whatever it's called. Grand Canyon Village, I think, is like 2 businesses. Like, what the fuck? So, did that achievement on my last profile, going around, got Nevada and Arizona down, don't have California yet. So, I will probably go pretty quickly for New Mexico. Visiting all the cities in the states, those achievements. Probably go for that pretty early on. But probably, I don't know. It's gonna kind of depend, because I really wanna earn, and I'm gonna need a pretty good loan to get started here. So. So, not a big loan, but I'll need a loan to get started, and then I gotta repay that, so you gotta worry about, are you gonna have enough at the end of the day to pay back the man? Or the banker? Whichever it is. So, I gotta say, the scenery is pretty good in here. Spent a fair amount of time, not a lot, but my fair share of time in New Mexico. My grandparents used to live out in one of the mountainous regions, actually kind of in the region we're in. They used to live north of Santa Fe. It's kind of why I chose Santa Fe. It's the closest thing to where they were living, and if I'm going to start in New Mexico, I'm sure there's worse reasons for choosing a starting place. But yeah, this is pretty representative. The shrubbery, trees, and brush all look like what I'd expect. Lot of small stuff, a lot of dirt that's not, just lawn out, like not prairie at all. Let's see. Gameplay. Let's see. Oh shit. Not used to the farm machinery being there. You wanna stop there, bud? Jesus Christ. Sometimes I think, oh, AI can't perfectly simulate behavior, and then you see shit like that, where you question whether they're actually going to stop. That's just like real life around here. Please don't ding me with a red light violation. It turned yellow when I was entering the intersection. Nice. I wonder if people are gonna... Okay, there's a mechanic, but I think there's only one truck dealer in the state, which for some reason is not in Albuquerque. So there's 2 truck repair places in Farmington, but not a truck dealer. Okay. I mean, it's a small town, but still. Let's see. There's not a deal. Ugh. Yeah, it's all the way down in Hobbs for some reason. So. Alright, where am I delivering to? This might be a fun turn. Can't see where in the lot I have to deliver to you. I really need that mirror over here too. It's not there, it's here. Yeah, we are 100% not parking this. Nice. Let's see. Let's do that. What can I borrow right now? Bin 30. I think that's what I'll need. Okay. Okay. So that color is ugly as shit. It's not a bad location for that garage. I think it's too much because the one in San Diego is like in a really bad spot. It's like right by the interstate, which is not necessarily the greatest, since you don't have to return there every time. But it's okay if you want to come back. What it really doesn't do well is be near anything that's easy to deliver at or get to delivery wise. And San Diego is kind of laid out in a way that's kind of hard to deliver. So, or get to deliveries from the warehouse or from the garage. Navigating actually through the cities, like the side streets, is pretty frustrating sometimes. So I hate doing it with a trailer. It's fucking terrible. The news is Santa Fe is so small, it like make delivery anywhere. You can just go to your garage for. Let's see. That paint job is atrocious. I am level 2. Swear to God. I'm only level 1. No. Alright. So I'm gonna leave it there for now, and then I will come back with another second delivery here. Probably gonna figure out how to do the camera on the right side or on the left side, and then start recording again. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.